Hi everyone, Oleg Yershov here. In this video, I would like to share some insights on using Acon Digital's Verberate Immersive in the upcoming Dolby Atmos release of Involver's remix of Runaway by Murdock featuring Medyk. I mixed the track in Dolby Atmos using Steinberg's Nuendo as my primary DAW, but you can use Verberate Immersive in all major DAWs such as Pro Tools, Logic Pro, Studio One and others. That's the background. Now let's focus on how Verberate Immersive fits into this workflow and why it's so essential to it. In this project, I use Verberate Immersive specifically for synth spaces. I could have used it for drums and vocals too, because it works really well with those, but usually I either use a single reverb instance across the entire mix to simulate a unified space, so like a concert hall, or I apply different reverb types and brands to different instruments to create separation and avoid spatial clutter. In this case, I went with the second approach. Acon Digital's proprietary Vivid Hall algorithm excels on strings, pads and synthetic textures. I used two instances of Verberate Immersive in the project: Big Atmos Hall, based on the Sydney Hall factory preset, and Synth Atmos Reverb, adapted from Drum Room 4, a part of Solid Trax's Spaces for Verberate 2 preset library. Let's now compare the mix with and without these reverbs. Without Verberate Immersive, the synth layers sound thin and lifeless. Once enabled, they bloom into lush, immersive textures. I want to highlight that Verberate Immersive features excellent spatial panning capabilities directly within the plugin. It has an easy-to-use internal positioning system that lets you control the dry, reverb, and early reflections boost parts of the plugin engine separately. Imagine panning early reflections and the reverb tail to opposite sides of the immersive environment. Verberate Immersive supports formats up to 916, making it compatible with even the most advanced immersive setups. But for this project, a 714 configuration was enough. Now let's listen to the reverbs in isolation, so you can better hear how they sound and what they contribute to the mix. We will start with the Synth Atmos Reverb. Not bad at all. It's a relatively short space that adds just the right amount of depth to our dry synth signal. Okay, let's move on to the Big Atmos Hall. Fantabulous. It smoothes out the panning automation on the chords, making it feel more organic and less mechanical. The motion is still there, but now it's wrapped in a rich immersive texture that enhances the overall atmosphere of the mix. To wrap things up, let's have a bit of fun exploring Verberate Immersive's parameters and hear how they shape the sound. We'll start by experimenting with panning directly inside the plugin and then push the rest of the controls to their limits. The spread control adjusts the perceived width, narrowing or widening the reverb image. Dispersion delays the audio signal depending on the frequency, and it's great for simulating plate reverbs. Swirl makes the reverb tail more complex and atmospheric, giving it a cloudy or swirling texture. And Bloom can build up into a massive cinematic wall of sound when pushed. This plugin truly is both powerful and a joy to work with. So, that's Verberate Immersive, giving you realistic spatial reflections, precise control across immersive formats, and a fast, intuitive workflow, making it a go-to for natural sounding reverb in post and music production. Download your trial version from the Acon Digital website today. Thanks for watching.